Don't stress, live life one day at a time. Don't drink or drug and you'll be fine.
Welcome to Staying Sober with Papa Joey. It's been a while since I put anything on my YouTube channel. I've been involved with a project that took up a lot of my time, but I finally finished, and here it is. Don't drink or use no matter what, and no matter what means no matter what. By yours truly, let me see, Papa Joey. This book started years ago. I started thinking about it, so I writing down certain ideas, and I would do a chapter at a time, and then I would rewrite it, and then I forgot about it. Then I decided I wasn't going to do it. And this went on for, 7, 8 years. And then I finally thought, why don't I do a YouTube channel? Everybody was telling me, just start a YouTube channel. And I did. Even, putting a video on this channel takes a lot of time. I have to write the script or do some research on, what I'm about to say. And then I shoot it. And then I do all the editing. And then I post it. And it takes a while. Plus, I still work, which I want to. However, probably about 5 months ago, somebody said to me, are you ever going to write that book? You've been putting it off. So I started to look back on all my old manuscript, pulled up a lot of stuff that I had online and stuff that I'd written down in tablets, and I started going through everything. And then I said to myself, you know what? Start from scratch. And the way I approached this book was simple. I looked back at what meant the most to me early on in my sobriety. And that was, or I should say what helped me the most early on in my sobriety, and that was going to meetings in AA. Now, I'm not trying to push anybody in AA. However, what I remembered most, because it's been years since I went to AA, but going into the meetings, and normally, no matter what the topic was, there would be somebody that would say something in a meeting, especially early on, that resonated with me. Like I might have been going through something at that time, and somebody said something, and I was like, wow, I'm going through that now. Then I found out how that person was dealing with it or handling it. And little by little, I realized that what I liked the most about, AA back then was all the people that I got to meet and everybody's different personalities and how they've handled different situations. Now, keep in mind, a lot of people that, went to AA, a lot of them got sober, stayed sober for a while, and then, they chose to go back out and drink again. And I was always curious why. And I talked to many of them when they came back, and they just basically said, hey, something triggered me. I was in an argument with my wife or a girlfriend, or my job fell apart or something. And then I started to think back that I always used to say this about myself. I don't drink. I never did drugs, but I don't drink no matter what. And no matter what means no matter what. I didn't give myself any excuse to pick up, because if I wanted to pick up a drink, even today, if I want to pick up a drink, I can. Nothing's stopping me. So I decided to take the approach in writing this book the way I approached my drinking early on and then my sobriety. So in this book, I take little snippets of different times in my life where I was going through something. Now, this book doesn't have a lot of, me getting drunk stories. There were just certain snippets of my life and how I reacted at that time, and basically how I got drunk, and then what made me change and put the drink down. And this August, I'll be getting 33 years of sobriety. Never picked up again. My sobriety date is August 31st of 1992. So for me, anytime somebody asked me, how do you stay sober? I mean, you went through this, or I was running bars at the time, and people would say, well, how do you do it? You're around booze all the time. I would say, well, I don't drink no matter what. Well, come on, man. It's not that easy. Yeah, it is. At least it was for me, because I figured out why I shouldn't put alcohol in me. I didn't care why other people thought I shouldn't put alcohol in me, because it really doesn't matter. What mattered the most was why I shouldn't put alcohol in me, and the reason I still don't. So that's what this book is all about. It'll take the reader through snippets of my life, and then at the end of each chapter, there's a section that I call the thought section, THOUGHT. All right, and it's meant for the reader to begin to think about what it is they're going through, if they're struggling with sobriety, or they're still drinking or using, and what they need to do. It's not a step-by-step guide on how to get sober. It's not that. It's just a book that seriously take the reader and hopefully make them say to themselves, yeah, I can somewhat relate to, what he's saying. I see pieces of me in that book. And then do whatever they need to do to get some help. And that's why I wrote the book. I want this book just to open the reader's eyes and let them know that there's, millions of people going through what they've gone through. And there is a way out. There's different ways to get sober. I chose to go to AA. I still believe that if a person is struggling, or if somebody, just is thinking about, I need to get sober, I would definitely tell them, as I've done before, just go check out an AA meeting. You don't have to stay there forever, but check it out. Because the one thing, after writing this book, or as I was writing this book, I guess the thing that I really truly forgot about was the people there that were willing to help you for free. I've talked about these people on Facebook that keep coming up on my feed that are trying to get people to click on their ad and go through some, program that they created, and claiming that they've got all this success, and they want you to pay anywhere between $5,000 and $32,000, which is nonsense. And this is not a treatment center. These are just, people that want you to go sit on your computer, watch a couple of their videos every day, and then go into like a Zoom meeting and talk to other people. And the caveat is, though, they want you to have money. They gear this to people who own a business or they're entrepreneurs. And the only reason they use those terms is because they want your money. They're not there to help the person struggling with an addiction. What they're there to do is take your money. And it's unfortunate. They have every right to do it. I'm not saying they should stop. If they want to do that, go for it. But because of that, I've decided, and I've already started writing different videos that I'll be producing within the next month. I'll be able to take the person who's new in sobriety, who's struggling, and guide them on what they need to do, or suggest what they should do. And it'll be a series to help people like within their first year of sobriety. And of course, it's free. Because I really, really despise what I see going on with some of these people and their so-called program. Both of the gentlemen that have their own courses are constantly putting down Alcoholics Anonymous. saying it doesn't work, or, do you want to be that person that stands up in a room and says you're an alcoholic and, that's not you. You're better than that. You're a business owner. You've got responsibility. Let me just tell you something, and excuse my language for a moment. That's all bullshit. When I went to AA years ago, I sat in a room with doctors, accountants, lawyers, builders, people who were building, new homes, contractors that were building, multi-story buildings, and, investors. My best friend's an investor. I met him in AA, worth millions of dollars, these people. And guess what? They came to an AA meeting. They sat down. They didn't think they were better than other people because they happened to own a business, or maybe they had a few bucks in the bank. Sometimes these people would share in the meeting. Sometimes they wouldn't. But they were there because they really wanted to get sober, and they did whatever they had to do to get sober and stay sober. But this idea of bashing AA so people would pay them $5,000 or $6,000 to join. I had talked with a couple of them. Now, I shared this in a different video. I kind of sent the application in saying I needed help, and a couple of the guys called me, and one gentleman, it was only a 10-minute phone call. You got a business? Yeah. What do you do? I'm a consultant. Oh, okay. What kind of money do you make? Basically gave him an idea. Oh, perfect, man. Just the type of person we're looking for. Hey, we've got a call coming at 6:00. If you want, I can send you the link. You can go sign up. It's $5,000, and we'll get you rocking and rolling, man. And you're welcome to go for 60 days. And if it doesn't work, and you want to stay longer, it's only $500 more every month, to maintain, being able to come into our room. And I was like, yeah, I'll think about it. Yeah, let me really give this some thought here. And it was shameful because I know there's probably people online that are drunk, right, or high, but I don't think they're doing anything with drug addicts, but are drunk, we'll say, and they scroll through some of this crap that they produce, and they may call up, may ask, yeah, I need some help, man. I own a plumbing shop, or I got a mechanic shop, and great, man. Give us your credit card, come online, we'll help you out and stuff. I don't get it. I really don't. Other than that's a new way to make money. I've seen all these type of, I don't want to use the term scam because I don't want to get sued, of course, but if you've been on Facebook or any of these other platforms, there's always somebody that's trying to teach you how to make money in real estate. That's a big one. Or how to lose weight quickly. Drop 10 pounds in 20 days, sign up for my program, yada, yada, yada. And it's all about getting the almighty dollar, and I'm fine with that. Everybody wants to make money. However, when you take somebody with an addiction, a very serious problem, and you market it like, hey, got a drinking problem? Come and see me. I could take care of it. This one guy, I have to laugh every time I see him. He starts his video like, hey, you, that's right, you, I'm talking to you, right? What are you doing with your life, huh? You've got a lot of responsibility. You want to be the man that your wife can look up to. You want to be the father to your kid. And I'm thinking to myself, what the hell is going on? Number one, if a person does abuse alcohol or drugs, the last thing they want is somebody to nag them, right? Many times they keep on drinking or using because somebody constantly nags them, right? However, I guess when you're paying thousands of dollars every month to Facebook to run an ad, you want to do whatever it takes to hopefully get somebody to give you some money, right? Now, here's the kicker. Those programs might work, all right? There's there's no proof that they do. All right, matter of fact, one guy says he's got a 98% success rate, and there was a study done on his program. It was a bullshit study because it was for 3 months, and it just helped people reduce their drinking. That's it. Some people would drink 2 or 3 drinks a day, and maybe they drank 2 drinks a day for 30 days or 60 days, whatever it was. Well, now if you abuse alcohol or drugs, there's no way you're going to be able to be taught how to control your drink. And that's probably one of the most foolish things you can do, is try to control your drinking. Because like most people who actually have a problem, you're not going to be able to control it. Right? If you could, you would have been doing it a long time ago. Now, those programs might be able to work if the people that attend them live by this rule. Don't drink or use no matter what, and no matter what means no matter what. No excuses. All right? It could work then. All right? You got to get into that mindset. That's it. So maybe it'll work for them. But if you pick up this book, it's an easy read. I made it very simple. Within the next couple of weeks, I'm going to produce the audio program, and you can pick that up. I kept the prices low. And listen, if you're watching this video and you can't afford a book, and you don't have to buy the book. Everything that I usually talk about are all my videos anyways. You could just email me and ask me to send you the PDF of it, and I'll do it. It's no big deal to me. I really want this coming year, because I will be going on my 33rd year of sobriety. Also, I'll be 65 years old, and I want to take the time now to really get out there and help people who are hurting, and also educate them about some of these so-called experts out there that think they've got the new hack or whatever that's going to help you quit drinking and stay sober. Well, one guy's out there saying it's all about neuroscience, their new strategy. It's brand new. It's not brand new. Reprogramming one's mind has been around for years in the addictions community. So this is just repackaged garbage is what he's selling people. So stay tuned. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do so. If there's anything you would like me to address on any one of my podcasts or upcoming podcasts, put something in the comments below and say, you're struggling with this or you're having problems with that. I'd be more than happy to put something together. Also, if you want to email me, you can go to Papa Joey or sober. I think this one is soberpapajoey@gmail.com. It should be here on the screen anyways, and I'll always get back to the people. So remember, I always say this, and that's why I wrote this book. Don't drink or use no matter what, and no matter what means no matter what. Until the next time, I'll see you later. It's been good talking to you. Bye-bye.
Think about your serenity. Be grateful for your sobriety.